Fake it till you make it or start before you're ready. Are they the same thing? I don't think so. Fake it till you make it feels, well, fake. Like it can be exhausting, like you're trying to keep up this facade all the time. Whereas starting before you're ready, it's just more genuine. I feel like it's more honest. You don't have it all figured out yet, but you're learning as you go and you're adjusting as you go. And you're also bringing your own flavor as well. I think fake it till you make it is you're watching how other people are doing it and you're pretending to already be that. And you're kind of trying to follow in their footsteps and do the things that they're doing. Whereas when you start before you're ready and you don't have it all figured out, it just means that you're bringing more of you into it. Like it's not already mapped out. You're not doing it how everyone else is doing it. You're going to be doing it your way. And that's what's going to make you stand out. Back in 2013, my husband and I had this idea of starting a kids motocross club. Our kids were motocross riders and there was a local club at the time that had probably around 10 to 15 children per event. They also had an adults side. On the kids side, yeah, it was about 10 to 15 kids would show up to an event. 20 was pretty good. So we had this idea that we were going to just start a club that was just dedicated to kids, that we were just going to bring our own flavor into it. And we could have gone, well, one, we've never run an event before. We don't know what we're doing. We need to investigate this, that, and have all these things lined up before we actually do it. But instead, we were like, right, what do we need? We need a track. So we found a location. We managed to rope some friends into helping us out, and they thought we were completely insane. However, we got a track built. My husband built a track, and then it was about marketing and putting it out there. We just thought up an event. We called it King of the Bowl because the track was like in this big old gravel pit, so it was like a bowl, and we thought that would be a really cool name. So then I had a graphic design background, so I created a logo and put some advertising out there, created a social media page, and then we were like, right, we're doing this event. It was like 2 months out. We were freaking out, no idea what to do, didn't even know if anyone would even turn up. And then we got about 10 registrations. We thought, okay, cool, sweet. And then it was 20, and then it was 30, and we were like, oh my goodness, like how are we gonna do this? And then it was 40, and then it was 50, and then we had 60 kids sign up for our very first event. Crapping ourselves wasn't even an understatement. We were just like, what the heck? We didn't even dream it would be that big for the very first event. Anyway, we did the event. We got there the morning of, and I remember my friend turning around to me and just saying, I cannot be more than a few steps away from a toilet right now because I am quite literally shitting myself. And I was like, we can do this. Like, everyone's turning up. We have no choice. We have got to pull this off somehow. And you know what we did? It was a huge success. We created our own systems. We didn't know how anyone else was doing it because we had never run events. We'd been to events, but we had never been on the flip side. So we had no idea how people do these things or run these things. So we created all our own systems, ran it how we thought it should be run, just made it all about the kids and just getting them on the bikes and just allowing them to have the best time ever riding. And it brought so many families together, it brought so many kids together, and it was just a really neat place for them, and they just really, really enjoyed it. Our next event even had a waiting list. So we went beyond the 60 kids, and from then on, we had waiting lists because we couldn't create any more classes because we had to do so many classes to fit in a day. And we just literally, just as much as we would have loved to, we couldn't, have this event run all through the week. We had to limit it somehow. So we had to have waiting lists, and consistently from that day on, we had waiting lists to get into our events. It was crazy. It was great. And it all came down, it all happened because we didn't wait until we were ready. And it almost feels like you're doing a disservice to people by not starting when you're not ready. And what I mean by that is because if we had waited until we were ready, it would have been longer for these kids to get into this event and having fun. And worst case, never feeling like we're ready, so it never happened, you know? So by doing things before you're ready and just allowing yourself to be real and just put it out there and just knowing that you'll figure things out along the way, it's doing a service to everyone around you, because they're getting you, you know, as opposed to not getting you at all on your service that you're putting out there. But we can get so easily trapped in that almost starting but holding back, or starting and then almost being like a stunned possum in headlights, going, okay, now I've put myself out there, but now I'm just like freaking out and not sure what to do, and you know, all those emotions that come in. And if you're feeling like you're in those little moments, feel free to send me a DM. I'm offering free clarity calls, and we can go through what you're wanting and what's holding you back and what's stopping you from just starting, and let's have a chat about it.